Have you ever woken up in the morning, swung your legs out of bed, and felt that familiar stiffness in your knees, your back, or maybe your fingers? It's not exactly pain, at least not always, but it's that slow, creaky feeling that makes you pause before standing up. Almost like your body needs a few seconds to catch up with your mind. If that sounds familiar, you're definitely not alone. The truth is, our joints go through a lot over the years. All the walking, lifting, bending, and stretching we've done in our lives, it adds up. And after 60, many of us start to feel it more than ever. Whether it's in your hips when you get out of the car, in your shoulders when you reach for something in the cupboard, or even in your fingers while buttoning a shirt, your joints start whispering, or sometimes shouting, for attention. But here's the good news, you have more control than you think. You don't have to accept stiffness, soreness, or limited movement as just part of getting older. Because with just a few simple things done each day, things that take only minutes, you can actually help your joints stay strong, flexible, and dependable for years to come. That's what we're diving into today, 5 practical, everyday actions that can make a real difference in how your joints feel and function. Let's start with something easy and often overlooked, gentle movement first thing in the morning. Now, I know mornings can be tough, especially if you wake up stiff. But the worst thing you can do is just go straight from bed to sitting on the couch or heading to breakfast without giving your body a little warm-up. Think of your joints like the hinges on a door. If that door hasn't been opened all night, it's going to creak when it moves. But if you give it a little oil, a little nudge, it starts to move smoothly again. Your joints are the same. I suggest starting with a few light stretches or movements while you're still sitting on the edge of the bed. Rotate your ankles in circles, flex and extend your knees, gently roll your shoulders back. No need to overdo it, just wake everything up. These simple moves help lubricate your joints and send a signal to your body, we're up, we're moving, let's go. I once met a man named Harold at a local community center. He was 83, bright-eyed, always smiling. When I asked him why he always looked so energetic, he told me, I spend 5 minutes every morning moving my joints before I even stand up. I don't wait for the stiffness, I chase it away before it shows up. And you know what? He was climbing stairs better than men 20 years younger. Next, let's talk about something that might surprise you, hydration. We often associate water with digestion or skin, but we don't always connect it to joint health. Your joints actually rely on water to stay cushioned and functional. Inside each joint is something called synovial fluid. It's what keeps everything moving smoothly, like oil in an engine. But when you're even a little dehydrated, that fluid gets thicker and less effective, making your joints feel stiff and sticky. A lot of folks I talk to say they don't drink much water because they don't want to keep running to the bathroom. And I get that. But here's the thing, you don't have to drink gallons. Just small sips throughout the day, especially in the morning, can make a huge difference. Add a little lemon if you want flavor. Or drink herbal teas that hydrate without caffeine. The goal is to keep that joint fluid flowing like it's supposed to. One woman I know, named Judith, started carrying around a small bottle of water with her everywhere. She called it her joint juice. She used to wake up with her fingers so stiff she couldn't open her pill bottles. But after just a couple of weeks of consistent hydration, she said her hands felt less like cardboard and more like hands again. You see, these small habits, gentle movement in the morning, drinking more water, may seem minor, but they're incredibly powerful. Because what you do consistently adds up. It's not about doing something huge once in a while, it's about doing the right things every single day. And speaking of doing something every day that can dramatically support your joints, we've got another simple but incredibly powerful habit to explore. If you're still watching and feel that these insights are meaningful, please type number 2 in the comments to let me know you're still with me. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I warmly invite you to do so, and don't forget to turn on the bell, so you won't miss any of our upcoming videos designed to uplift, inform, and inspire. Your support truly means a lot. It's what keeps us going and allows us to continue sharing thoughtful, helpful content just for you. Now, let's continue this journey together. And that next habit I want to share is something that doesn't just help your joints, it helps your whole body move more freely, stay balanced, and feel supported. I'm talking about daily low-impact strength movements. Now, before you picture lifting heavy weights or going to a gym filled with mirrors and machines, let me stop you right there. That's not what I'm suggesting. What your joints need isn't strain, they need support. And the best support system your joints have is the muscles around them. When your muscles, especially the ones around your knees, hips, and shoulders, are strong and active, they absorb more of the pressure that would otherwise land on your joints. That means less wear and tear on the bones, ligaments, and cartilage. Just imagine your muscles as a built-in cushion. The thicker and stronger that cushion is, the more protected your joints will feel. But here's the beauty of it, you don't need a fancy workout plan. Just a few bodyweight movements, done consistently, can make a big difference. Think standing up from a chair slowly and with control, holding the arms out as you do. That's a squat. Or stepping sideways to touch the wall, then back. That's mobility and balance work in one. I know a woman named Carol, she's 68, has 2 artificial knees, and still does her joint-friendly strength routine every morning. What does it include? Chair stands, gentle wall push-ups, and side leg lifts while holding the kitchen counter. She told me, I do just enough to remind my body that it's capable. And she's absolutely right. What's even better is that these movements don't just help your joints today, they help prevent future injuries. A strong body is a safer body. You will be less likely to fall, strain something, or overcompensate with bad posture, which often leads to even more joint discomfort down the line. Now, while strength gives your joints support, there's something else that gives them space, and that's daily stretching. I can't tell you how many people I meet who think stretching is just for athletes or yoga classes. But stretching is really just moving with intention. And it's something we should all do, especially as we get older. Think of your joints like rubber bands. When you use them, they stay stretchy. When you ignore them, they get tight and brittle. A tight body pulls on the joints and compresses them. But when your muscles are lengthened and relaxed, your joints feel freer and your posture improves. You don't have to roll out a yoga mat or bend yourself into a pretzel. You can simply stand tall and reach overhead while breathing deeply. Or clasp your hands behind your back to gently open up the chest and shoulders. Even just tilting your head from side to side and pausing with each breath can help your neck and spine stay loose. There's a man I know, Mr. Alvin, 74 years old, who does a 10-minute stretching routine every afternoon while waiting for his tea to steep. He stretches his wrists, rotates his ankles, rolls his shoulders, and reaches for the sky. He calls it his tea time tune-up. And he swears it helps him sleep better at night and feel more awake during the day. The key is to move gently, breathe deeply, and never force anything. Think of it as a conversation with your body, not a challenge against it. When you stretch with kindness, your joints respond with ease. And speaking of ease, there's another important daily habit that often gets ignored, even though it can change how every single joint in your body feels. It has nothing to do with movement. In fact, it's the opposite. It's about rest, but the right kind of rest. Too often, we rest wrong. We sit for hours in the same position, or slump into a chair that doesn't support us, and then wonder why our backs ache and our knees feel stiff. The body was made to move, yes, but also to recover properly. You see, joints don't just get tired from overuse, they suffer from underuse, too. That's why it's important not just to rest, but to reset. That could mean lying down flat for a few minutes during the day to take the pressure off your spine. Or elevating your feet to reduce swelling in your knees or ankles. Or even just changing positions every 30 minutes to remind your body to stay active, even during stillness. I always suggest something I call the gentle shift. If you've been sitting for a while, take a moment to rotate your wrists, move your ankles, shift your weight side to side. It only takes seconds, but it gives your joints a chance to breathe again. A woman once told me, I used to think rest was just sitting still. But now I know it's about giving my body what it really needs, and sometimes, that's just a change in position. When you combine movement, strength, stretching, hydration, and the right kind of rest, your joints stop feeling like they're falling behind and start working with you again. They become your allies instead of your aches. And there's still one more daily action that brings everything together, one thing that supports joint health in a deeper, often unexpected way. And that final daily habit I want to share with you might not seem physical at all, but it's something that has a powerful effect on your joints. And that is easing inflammation through mindful eating. You've probably heard that inflammation plays a big role in joint pain, especially for those of us dealing with arthritis or wear and tear in places like the knees, hips, fingers, or lower back. What many people don't realize is that what you put on your plate each day has the power to either fuel inflammation or calm it. When you eat the wrong foods, processed snacks, too much sugar, fried or greasy takeout, it's like pouring gasoline on a fire that's already smoldering in your joints. But when you choose foods that naturally fight inflammation, you're giving your body the tools it needs to heal and soothe from the inside out. One woman I met at a wellness group, her name was Ethel, told me she used to wake up every morning with stiff fingers that took nearly an hour to loosen. She thought it was just aging. But after switching out her sugary breakfast cereal for a simple bowl of oatmeal with berries and walnuts and adding turmeric tea in the afternoon, she said the difference was like night and day. Her fingers moved easier. Her knees didn't protest every time she climbed the stairs. You don't have to go on a fancy diet or spend hours cooking. Just small changes make a big impact. Add a handful of blueberries to your morning. Cook with olive oil instead of margarine. Sprinkle ground flaxseed into your yogurt. Drink water instead of soda. These things are gentle, but powerful. The way you treat your joints isn't just about how you move, it's about how you nourish yourself. Think of each healthy bite as another little gift to the parts of your body that carry you through life every single day. Now, let's take a deep breath and look at everything we've talked about, not as a checklist, but as a way of life, one that respects your body, listens to your needs, and honors the years you've lived. You start your morning with a few gentle movements before you even leave the bed. You sip water to help your joints stay cushioned and smooth. You move through simple strength exercises to build support, stretch to create space, and rest with intention so your body can recover. And finally, you feed yourself in a way that quiets inflammation instead of making it worse. You don't need to do it all perfectly. You don't have to transform overnight. The real magic is in consistency, showing up for your body each day with small, caring actions. And it adds up. You'll feel it in the way you walk, the way you reach, the way you sleep. Joints that once complained start to cooperate again. Someone once asked me, is it really possible to feel good in your joints after 70? And I looked them straight in the eye and said, absolutely. But it starts with believing that your body is still worth taking care of. Because it is. No matter your age, your joints still want to work with you. They want to move, to support you, to let you dance in the kitchen or garden without discomfort. And every small thing you do for them today helps them serve you better tomorrow. So now I want to hear from you. What's one thing you do that helps your joints feel better? Or is there a habit from today's video that you're excited to try? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read it, and I know others watching would be inspired by your story too. If this video helped you, even just a little, go ahead and give it a like. It lets me know this kind of content matters to you. And don't forget to subscribe so you never miss a new tip or bit of encouragement made just for folks like you, who want to feel good and stay active at any age. Because the truth is, you're not too old. You're not too stiff. You're not past the point of progress. You are still here. Your body is still listening. And it's never too late to move a little better, feel a little stronger, and live a little freer. Here's to strong joints, easy movement, and enjoying every step, no matter how old those steps might be. You deserve that. Stay kind to your body, and I'll see you next time.